right, everybody, so welcome back. So preparing young people and professionals for success requires more than academic qualifications. Programs that focus on personal development, workplace readiness, and practical life skills are becoming increasingly important in helping individuals bridge the gap between education and opportunity. So joining us this morning to discuss the Connecting the Dots Finishing School Initiative are John Outridge, Director of Technology and Business Development at SITAL College, and Maritza De Silva, Business Development and Marketing Manager at CLICO Credit Union. Thank you very much for coming this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, so let's get right into it. Let's speak about this partnership here. John?
Yes, morning. So SITAL College in partnership with CLICO Credit Union. So this is one of our first cohorts as it relates to this Connecting the Dots Finishing School, right? So we felt it very important, particularly to kind of launch this program, given particularly where we're seeing the gaps locally as it relates to young people getting employment and employability. And CLICO Credit Union, we have partnered with them on several other initiatives, and, they themselves have a lot of focus, particularly when it comes to youths, engage them within the credit union sector, helping them to understand money early on and so forth. And one of the things that we said we wanted to do is really work with corporate Trinidad to really develop a very specific program, get towards young people, really giving them a better chance in terms of employability. Because, right now we have the age of AI, right? So obviously somebody going in at an entry-level job, trying to get a position, the employer going to ask, why should I invest and train you and a couple of big AI to do this for half of the time and half of the cost, right? So we really want to kind of focus particularly in kind of getting them ready, not just on the technical side, but also just building them up professionally so that as they go through their own workforce journey, they sort of build up this portfolio of skills and really kind of reduce the onboarding time, particularly making themselves more attractive to employers.
Yeah. So Maritza, let's talk a little bit about why is this a good fit for CLICO Credit Union, and why did you decide to connect the dots with SITAL?
That's a good question, Marlon. But we are excited about the program and working with SITAL. In fact, under the leadership of our president, Ashraf Ali, and our CEO, Holland Bronte Tinque, this is not just an initiative for us. This is not just a tick box sort of situation for us, but really part of a strategic agenda as it relates to youth development and strategic partnerships and so on. Over the past few years, we have really invested, as John said, and focused on our member development and empowerment, in particular youth development. And so we have done a number of initiatives and so on, and so there was an easy alignment working with SITAL on this Connect the Dots program to just ensure that our youths and our young members are equipped with the skills, the personal and professional development and so on necessary for every stage of their lives. In interacting with those young people, we found that there's that gap as they transition from school into the workplace and so on, and a gap in terms of essential skills that is around financial literacy, managing your first paycheck, having the confidence and so on to speak up in the workplace, working as part of a team, handling conflict, dealing with customers, and even dealing with difficult conversations and so on. All of that would be part of this 8-week program, working with SITAL College on this readiness program. And we're excited to have 20 CCU members participate as the first cohort. And why SITAL? Well, I'll tell you, the first interaction with the leadership at SITAL and working with John and the team over the last few months has really been just a beautiful, enjoyable time. And we recognize that while we share resources and leverage on those resources and expertise, we also share the same philosophy. Yeah. We share the same values as it pertains to service excellence and a commitment to developing people and young people in particular. So we are excited to work with SITAL.
John, speak a little bit more. Who are you targeting in this, right? Yeah. And what's the criteria how do young people get involved?
Sure, yeah. So when we came up with this program, we kind of saw it. So SITAL has been in existence for 30 years, right? And we have a number of alumni. You know, we probably have about 900 graduates coming through the school who doing from bachelor's to master's program, right? And as Maritza was saying, one of the things that we kind of identified, you know, and this is a sort of national conversation taking place now, right? It was almost a month ago. There was a joint select committee, and they had all the different agencies, you know, really kind of asking the questions, what are we going to do about young people, particularly in the workplace, right?
Yeah.
So we decided to develop this model as our own sort of corporate social responsibility, where we can target with corporate partners, such as CLICO Credit Union. And the focus really is around, I would say, and not necessarily young people, but we are targeting, I would say, school leavers between that 18 to 20. But even as Myrtle's identifying with the CLICO first cohort, we have persons in our program between 18 to 34. Because you have people coming into the workplace at different points in time, you know. And one of the things that we are sort of focusing on as we go forward is to really see where we can partner with other corporate sponsors to also work with different groups, particularly in underserved communities, whether it be youth clubs, whether it be sporting associations, because we realize that there is that sort of gap, particularly for people who may not have the access or the networks per se to sort of participate in this, right? So the idea is that as we go forward, coming out of this cohort, we are looking to partner with other corporate sponsors who might have a relationship with, an association that we can then use the methodology, and we could use our faculty to sort of train those persons, you know. So it's really within persons who really need to really kind of, I would say, refine themselves, particularly as they want to get employment and get back into the workplace, or are not trying to get into the first time.
Yeah. So is there still an opportunity for people to still get involved, or have you already chosen who are going to be a part of this cohort here?
So for the first cohort with CLICO, as Maritza mentioned, it's the first cohort is really the membership of CLICO Credit Union.
Right.
So we have a second cohort that we're already sort of working with another corporate partner on. And the idea is that, you know, we want to have this from our own ambition. If we can target to train at least 200 people a year and have this as sort of a rotating program, you know, again, working with corporate Trinidad to sort of fund this scholarship for young people. That is an initiative we see that will continue to sort of roll forward.
Yeah. And speaking about roll forward, Maritza, speak about, if you can, as to the way that this program is going to be rolled out for the participants.
CLICO Credit Union, we have identified, through our membership, we identified the first 20 participants.
Right.
And those participants we've shared with the SITAL team, and it is through their faculty and through their training and orientation and induction and so on that it will be rolled out. It's an 8-week program, as John mentioned, and after the 8 weeks, we hope that all 20 members would graduate successfully and really have this as part of something that we see an outcome of, employability or getting a new job or being promoted and really being ready for the workplace.
Yeah. So, John, I think it is safe to say what you're really providing too is sort of a roadmap as to what people can expect, and so that the young people can, when they go into an environment, they feel a bit comfortable and not lost. So I think that is what you're trying to create here.
They basically can go into the workplace and hit the ground running. Simple example, little pet peeves like yourself, Marlon. You might bring in a little intern, you have a Zoom call with them, they don't know how to put on the camera.
Right.
Those are the little things, the little intricacies, that we're trying to get them upskilled. So when they go into a corporate environment, whether it be a Republic Bank, a Massey, a CLICO, they know how to basically be from day one and obviously take control of their own career path going forward. Those are the things they don't teach you across the MBAs and the bachelors, really rounding up themselves as a professional.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask this now. So after the 8 weeks, what now?
Sure. So after the 8-week program and persons graduate, and I just want to mention, we will be the first private sector institution. So the government just launched this Verified TT platform, which is basically you get your digital credential that you can then use to share with employers. So the graduates will be basically getting their credentials digitally. But what we are also doing as a phase 2 is we are developing a database of these persons. Because, as I said, SITAL, we have a number of different corporate partners. So we want to use this as well to have a database, particularly for employers and recruitment agencies, so that you have a batch of ready workforce talent that we can share for persons. Because the idea is that people are always looking for good people to come into the environment, and we really want to help curate a sort of HR portal where they can tap into, so that we can provide that next support.
But Maritza, this is just one component in the number of initiatives that your credit union has for the youth out there.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The Connecting the Dots program is just an expansion of what we've been doing at CLICO Credit Union over the last few years. We see ourselves more than just a financial institution, but one that really focuses on the entire life cycle of our members and especially young people. So over the past few years, we have developed and established some flagship initiatives, such as our Youthpreneurship Conference, focusing on entrepreneurship development for young people, giving them that access, the space, and the information and resources to tap into practical tools and practical tips and so on to run their small businesses, and access to business owners and experts across various industries. We developed a CCU Business Hub, and that is a platform for our member entrepreneurs to promote their products and services across our network. We have our CCU Scholars Program. Just a number of initiatives. We also focus on financial literacy, going into primary schools, secondary schools, and so on, focusing on financial literacy with young people from the age of 5 years old. And it's amazing to hear them, talk about savings and debts and their needs versus wants and so on. So we really focus tremendously on empowering young people. We see them as the future of the credit union and the future of Trinidad and Tobago, and as we want to play our part to develop our young people.
Yeah, as Marissa speaks there, I'm just saying, where was the credit union when I was a young man? That's a lot of initiatives there, Marissa.
I can't really talk about everything that we do.
Right? It's a lot. John, anything else you'd like our viewers to know about this initiative?
Yeah, sure. If you are corporate Trinidad, I think this is a great initiative. I'm very thankful for our partners in CLICO Credit Union, particularly Maritza, who saw the vision early on and supported it. But as I said, it's something we want to continue to do. So you feel free to reach out to us at SITAL College if you're interested. You have an organization you want to support. We can share more information on the program, but that is exactly what we're trying to do, Marlon. We're really trying to leverage our expertise and our experience in the education sector to really kind of help bridge that gap, as Maritza was saying, from, basically being somebody who's looking for a job to establishing what the future career path, and really understanding when you go into the workplace, how you should be looking at the future, not just having a job, but a career.
Maritza, final comments?
As I said, when we, signed this agreement with SITAL last December, we knew that we would do good work. We knew that we'd be doing impactful work that really augurs well for our young people, and we're excited about this partnership, and we look forward to continuing the good work with SITAL College. Yeah.
Well, all right, so we do have contact information up there. You all, thank you very much for coming this morning. And I think that the program really has the potential really to change the lives of the young people who are going to participate. So congratulations again.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right, everybody, we are going to a very short break. We are coming back.